Hey, it's us once again. Shut up, Terrell. I'm JT. I got my homeboy with me. Say something like B.
What it do? You kind of hesitated on my name.
I did.
What's the?
Oh, Terrell fucked me up, you ass. But I'm doing all right. How about you? Oh, I still haven't brought you in, huh?
I said my what it do.
What's happening? This is my homeboy Mike B.
I'm doing all right.
All right. All right.
Let me ask you.
Yes.
How are you, brother?
I'm doing okay.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. You know? I'm doing all right.
You sure that's your first drink?
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. I gotta be drinking. I told you my problem.
What's your problem?
Terrell! Look at you. You still.
Anyway.
We're here. Once again. What's going on? What's going on in the world? Ain't too much since the last time we talked.
I feel like ain't too much that we would like to talk about. Yeah,
you right. I heard Rick Ross has been in the news. I think this past Thursday.
That was surprising.
Well, not really, because he's already been like hospitalized a couple of times in like the last 5 years.
Oh, that's surprising.
Well, you haven't been on that beat? No. Oh, okay.
I didn't even know that. And plus, I just saw Rick Ross on Love Hip Hop Miami. Oh, and I'm like, brother, he's like, I didn't even recognize him. Like,
well,
he's
I'm
slim.
pretty sure they taped that a couple of months ago.
Yeah, but I'm saying he was smaller than I'm used to. Looked healthy. He was like making sense when he was talking. I'm like, brother, man, is doing good.
Never know. He wasn't on the. I'm pretty sure they wasn't gonna have him on Miami on the death beat.
Well, considering who he was talking to, he was talking to Gunplay, and he looked like he was straight cracked out.
Oh, Gunplay.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I can believe it. But anyway. I guess his people called the authorities, not the authorities, the first responders or the paramedics, whoever, around like 3:30 in the morning, and so they said he was unresponsive and slobbering at the mouth and all of that. And then I guess when he came to while they were there, they saying he was being combative, and I'm like, once you start slobbering at the mouth and you pass out. Ain't no way for you to, you need to go ahead and let the people
something
do what they
something
do.
ain't right. Like you need to go and get checked out. Like,
oh yeah.
So he didn't want to go.
Nah. I don't know.
No, I ain't heard that story. I heard that they found him slobbering at the mouth.
Yeah.
I know he came to or whatever.
But they saying he was being combative while they was, trying to take him out to the ambulance or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And so. But when it first happened, I think like his family was saying like he wasn't in the hospital, but in all of this and saying it was false reports.
Oh, fake news.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think he's in the hospital, and they say he was on
some type of support. Yeah. That's what I was hearing
to help his lungs and heart and whatnot. He's getting help in the cardiac department.
Right.
And so
is that true? Like
from what I've had a few from what my little sources.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to believe. I didn't even know that he had been responsive at the house. Mm-hmm. So that makes me feel better. That he wasn't just like all out and they just took him to the hospital, put him on life support or whatever.
Yeah, but you never know what happens. After that though. People can come to and pass out and whatnot. And I don't know, man. I don't know, so I don't know what he's been doing. Who knows?
Did they say he had like a heart attack? Or
like he, well, I'm guessing if you're in the cardiac, it had to be something
heart related.
Heart related. If you're in the cardiac department, and I don't know. They said he was hooked up to some type of machine that basically, if you hooked up to this type of machine, is basically some type of life support. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I just hope everything go well for the brother.
Definitely on the prayer list.
There was a story out here in Kansas City that made national news. I don't know how national, but it's in like some national publications and stuff. Mm-hmm. It was in Overland Park in the Hooters. Have you heard about this?
Yeah.
It was two gatherings, I guess. I don't know. it was these parents and the kid were and their child were out at Hooters. You know,
that always like surprised me that people take their kids to Hooters. Yeah.
Well, it became somewhat of a family place. You know, I guess after you see a couple of titties,
you get used to it. You get used to the titties.
You know, they not stripping, so you know.
Okay.
All right. Who knows? But now it ain't really like it was when it first when Hooters first got
it seems like every time I go nowadays, they don't really look like nothing. It's like these are actually girls that are in school, in my opinion. They used to sometimes look like they could, substitute the strippers for the waitresses, but now they look like they actually in school, So nothing really impressive, but go ahead.
And so they at Hooters, and somehow the son, he's like preschool age, so I guess 3 or 4. He gets separated from him, and there's another party going on, and one of the I guess a guy saw him when the parents finally corralled him, and the guy was like take this I guess they said he said racial slur. Right? I'm thinking
assuming the N word,
yeah, and that's what the witnesses were saying. He said, "Nigga, get this little nigga off the floor and whatnot," and then they said he spat at him and all of this.
Like the story don't make sense to me. Like how did we?
Makes very good sense.
How did we get here? Like
there are people like that might be
just because he saw a black person
and they saw a little kid, and I don't think even if he was intoxicated, that ain't an excuse either, And so the parents didn't get violent or whatnot and had a confrontation. They called the police. Well, which is that's new. And because to me if
that's an ass whooping waiting to happen.
Just saying anything of the sort.
Yeah. And
then you're going to spit. Oh, hell no.
Man, kicking at me or putting your feet on me and spitting at me or in my direction, that's the worst in my opinion.
Expect some consequences and repercussions.
Yeah.
Because that's just...
Because it's like the ultimate disrespect. Yeah. I feel like you can call me an N-word. But you spit at me?
And it's a little... Can you do it to my kid?
Yeah. Nope.
Man, I would have.
So maybe those weren't his real parents that he was with.
Yeah, that was his real parents. And so they called.
But called the police. That's the right thing to do.
That's what I'm saying. It's new.
That's the right thing to do. I'm always angry, so I'm always ready to just attack. But that's not the right thing to do. That's why people like me always end up on the ground or in jail or beat up or shot the hell up. So doing things differently, we learn it. That's good.
But the thing is, when the police came. The guy said, don't worry about it. I'm a fireman." Don't worry about it. So that's supposed to mean. That excuses it all. Negate everything you did. It's all right.
I can spit at people. I can call them in words if that's what he did.
I'm
a fireman. I got a pass. That's like I got black friends. So
I guess it worked because he didn't get arrested. And they said,
probably knew him. The police officers probably knew him.
I don't know.
I'm a fireman. There ain't no excuse. I would have set his little country ass on fire myself.
Just like
put yourself out, fireman. That's how you do that.
But yeah, and then they said they go and talk to the parents again about the situation.
Who?
The police. They they let the man go. I'm like, so, and that they don't help me in my relationship with the police. I'm supposed to do the right thing,
right? And you do,
and they got witnesses of the guy doing it, and they heard him, say what he said.
But that code they got. Fire department, police department. Man, I'm watching this show. I started this show on Netflix called 7 Seconds. I think that's the name of it. With Regina King. Man, just looking at those police officers, how they stick together to try and cover some shit up. I said, this is why I can't stand them, because I know shit like this goes on. And then the fire department. Your dad was a firefighter.
A firefighter, but he was different. It's because they got a black firefighters union.
Okay, but the fact that you got to have a black firefighters union because some shit is going.
Yeah, he didn't join the regular firefighter union. You got some black people that do it, but it ain't big. On it. Unless you.
Because deep down,
right, but
deep down,
the ones
black firefighters is going to look out for you.
Yeah, you got to come up with a black firefighters union. So that was it was some type of separation there. Especially in Kansas City, Kansas. And it's stuff going on right now in the news about the corruption in the fire department. And so it's racism going on a lot, especially here in the Kansas area.
Shoot, the world, man, it's picking.
Yeah, the world
picking up. Every news article you listen to or watch or whatever, you're hearing about it.
But I think it's nothing new.
It ain't nothing new.
We're just now hearing when everything is being uncovered. And so, you thought everything died down after, the civil rights era and whatnot, and everything was cool during the 70s, 80s, and 90s and early 2000s, but nah, they was just silent about it,
Yep.
So, hell. What you got, Mike B? I'm out.
I showed you the video of old NBA young boy. And
when you said NBA, I'm like, this is an NBA player.
When I read it, I thought it was an NBA player. That's what kind of drew me to the story. I'm like,
yeah.
And this is what's going felony kidnapping. Like, what in the hell? But NBA it stands for never broke again. So this is some young rapper. I think they said he 18 years old, but saw the video of him like he's slinging the old girl. Like, if this is him, whoever it is in the video is slinging. I don't know. I'm just saying it hasn't really been proven. He got arrested, and the judge is like, no bond because this is some bullshit. But he got arrested, and we saw the video. TMZ had the video. Him with some girl having an altercation, allegedly him, and he was slinging her around and like trying to drag her and take her into the room. She trying to fight against it, and it's like this looks crazy. If this is any type of relationship, this ain't right. This is not what love looks like. This is old Ike and Tina ass shit. When she fought back, this is the type of altercation we were seeing.
It don't look like it ain't healthy.
Nothing about it. But then what's crazy, I guess the hotel staff called the police, showed the police the videotape, and then they were able to get an arrest warrant for felony kidnapping and assault, some type of assault. But they, the girlfriend, supposedly, the girl that was in the video, was like, we was horseplay. Like it wasn't what it looked like.
What we do.
This, I was challenging him. I was seeing if he could, I guess, toss me across the room. Like that girl in that video seemed like she was fighting for her life. Like when you pulling away so hard that your shirt kind of rips off or pulls off, she did not want to go wherever he was trying to direct her. This ain't a game. We was sports playing.
We playing the serial killer and the victim.
Shoot, yes. That's the only thing I can think. Horse playing, and it reminds me of these young girls and sometimes even older women that put themselves. I won't say put themselves because it's like they decided to be in this relationship, but find themselves in situations that are abusive like this, and then because of whatever mental situation, they make excuses.
Yeah,
and then not really realize that this is a dangerous.
This
like
ain't
it may be starting off with horse playing as you call it, but it ends in you in the body bag. That's not, if you are in a situation like this, remove yourself because no matter what he's saying to you, this ain't right. And if you guys have seen that video, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It was nothing healthy. It was nothing good, nothing positive, nothing playful about that video.
You think would have helped if they had audio?
I bet you if they had audio, it would have helped lock his ass up.
If they were playing, then because you could have somebody saying, stop playing, because people do wrestle. They do,
yes, but I'm saying, did you see how he body slammed her ass? That was even WWE, WWF don't look that real, and don't look like that. I've seen somebody get hit in the back with chairs and slammed on top of thumbtacks. Don't look as violent as that video.
I wouldn't call it that violent. It didn't just give me like. I mean, I've seen stuff like that. I've seen worse though.
You ain't watching with both your eyes.
No, not both of them were open. But I would. I just ain't gonna say it was the worst thing I've seen.
I know it ain't the worst thing I've seen. But I'm saying it wasn't. It was nothing about it that was playful.
I can see. That's why I said. You might. From what I saw, you can say they would be violent and whatnot. That's what I said. You might want to, if you like in court, where they are, if they had audio, because it could be misconstrued. It can. It could be.
Yeah,
but
it can. I'm just saying, but do you think there's a possibility that video was a horseplay?
I don't know how that relationship is.
Yeah,
And
It's violent. If that's their relationship, it's violent.
But hell, you know, she might slap him around, and you know, and they call it play.
Yeah, but
you know, I mean, I'm just saying, there's people out there that they do that.
She didn't get no licks in on that. I'm just going off that video. Yeah. No licks.
Yeah.
Well, you still think
I understand. You know, I can see both sides of it.
Okay.
Anything else?
It was horseplay.
I'm saying
she's saying it was horseplay, and the rest of the world is saying bullshit.
Now that you might be.
No, I've been reading the comment. The rest of the world is saying that's bullshit, and I think she's even deleted that video about it being horseplay because she realized it wasn't going to work.
It looks like, you know, it can look like that, but I'm not saying that. You know, I'm just saying it could be other cases. It could, you know.
People have tumultuous relationships. People have physical relationships. Yeah. Women beat on men. Men beat on women. But I'm saying in that video, that didn't look like horseplay to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all you got for it, might be.
Yeah, that's all I told you I got.
For some reason I thought you had something else.
No.
Well, that's all we got, people. Till next time. Catch us.
Oh, don't forget, let them know we are jumping back on the bandwagon for Iyanla.
Oh yeah,
it comes on tonight. We're gonna try it again. We're gonna try it again.
We are.
See how this goes, and hopefully, because the way it looks like it's gonna be a good season. But more so, it looks like Iyanla's gonna have one situation and solve it that episode instead of part 1, part 2, part 3, and that's what kind of trips us up a little bit. If she sticks to that, then I feel like we can do it.
Yeah.
I feel like
yeah, it should be the little clips that they had.
It looks like it's gonna be
interesting.
Yeah,
and so real good. It looks like she got some new exercise.
She got
some new
exercise. Like she buried.
Yeah, this is different. I saw. She gonna have some new tactics for us, so I'm ready.
It's new tactics. Yeah. Same lad.
And so we gonna see what happens. Hope y'all guys watch with us. And look forward to that. Might be.
You gonna come right back.
Well, hell, I said it and then you came right back and said something else. That's what, you know, I might forget something.
Let me make sure.
That's why I give it to you every time. Might be. Just like today. You came through. Oh! And they gonna come back at me. Nigga. So you making me. People, I don't want to go down there, bro.
Right on.
Till next time.
Peace.